Hi everyone, it's Shannon and welcome to today's video. So I am so excited because I just got in the mail 2 of the 5 shades of the new Huda Beauty blush filter. This is a new liquid blush from Huda Beauty. It is going to be released on June 7th. I happened to get my hands on 2 of the shades. There's going to be 5 shades total. So excited, and we're going to try this on today. So this is going to be a pretty quick video, I think. I tend to ramble, but let's talk about this really quick. This is called, again, the Huda Beauty Blush Filter Soft Glow Liquid Blush. It is a lightweight liquid blush with buildable pigments and finely milled micro pearls for a soft focus, high impact glow. It comes in 5 shades: Cotton Candy, which is a baby pink; Peach Sorbet, which is a peachy tangerine; Strawberry Cream, a dusty rose; Watermelon Pop, a warm brick; and then Black Cherry, which is a burnt berry. Those are the 5 shades. Now, Cotton Candy is definitely the lightest, and then Black Cherry is the darkest, and then the other 3 are in between. So the 2 shades that I have are Peach Sorbet, which again is the peachy tangerine, and then Watermelon Pop, which is the warm brick. So they're both pretty warm shades. And then I did already swatch them, and my description of these, it's like if a liquid blush and a cheek stain had a baby. That is what this is. I have not tried them on. I have swatched them, but I am really interested in these. I'm very excited to try these because of how they swatched. So here are some pictures. Here are the first swatches that I put on my arm before I blended them out. And then here's a swatch of after I blended the 2 out. On the left is the Peach Sorbet. On the right is the Watermelon Pop. And after this, I took a shower and I literally had to scrub it off. And even after I took a shower, you could still see a little bit of the pigment. So they are definitely staining. They also are very, very pigmented. So a little bit goes a long way. So when I first looked at the shades, I thought, okay, the Cotton Candy is too light. I'm not even sure if it's too light. If they perform how I think they're going to perform, I'm definitely interested, and I will probably pick up one of the pink shades, either the Cotton Candy, but most likely the Strawberry Cream is the one that I'm really, really interested in. But I'm going to try these today. I'm going to put one on each side to show you how it is. Now, they do talk about doing an ombre look where you put, you combine the 2 shades together. But what I'm going to do for today, I'm going to put one on each side so you can see see how they look, especially since they're both kind of peachy or warm shades. So let's get into it. Now, we did have some suggestions on how to use. Add 3 dots of blush onto targeted areas with a peanut-shaped doe foot, and then blend with fingertips for a luminous glow. So I think 3 drops just for my initial application or my initial swatching. I think 3 drops is going to be too much, especially for the Watermelon Pop, which is the darker one. Peach Sorbet maybe, but I'm gonna try and start with 1 and blend it out and see how it goes. But I would start with 1 or 2 the first couple times and see how it goes, because they are very, very pigmented, and they do dry down and it sets. So it does have like a nice sheen to it, but it does set. So it also has, like Huda's hacked, combine 2 shades for an ombre blush effect, starting with 3 dots of the lightest shade at the center of the cheek, and then add 2 dots of a darker shade higher up in the cheekbone. Again, I think that's too many dots, but we'll see. And then blend with fingers. Also, I would say I'm probably not going to blend with my fingers because I do notice that it stained my fingers. So when I blend it like this, it does stain your fingers. So there's that. But then it says also set with the Easy Bake Loose Baking and Setting Powder for an airbrush look, which I usually set it anyway, but I don't think you need to set it because it does dry down. So let's get into the 2 shades that I have. Okay, so I'm just going to push my hair back a little bit. And here are the 2 shades that I have. So here is the Peach Sorbet. So let's look at the packaging first off. It almost looks like a lip gloss, to be honest. And I like it. I like that the packaging also kind of shows the shade, so you don't actually have to look at the package, because usually I can't read it, it's too small. But you can see, so obviously this is the peach sorbet, this is the watermelon pop. And you'll see here with the doe foot, so you do have like this peanut shape, which it mentioned, and then you can just put the little dot here. So there's the dot, and then you can just kind of blend it out. So it's really nice, it blends out, but as you can see, it does kind of stain your fingers. But it's got this like really beautiful finish. This, I will say, is one of, there's nothing else. I have never tried anything on the market like this. It is very different. It's not, you really can't compare it to anything else on the market. It's just very, very different. So that's the peach sorbet. And then this is the watermelon pop, and you can see it automatically is darker. So you can just one dot there. And then I'm gonna use a different finger here and just blend it out. So you can definitely blend it out, but again, it's gonna stain your fingers. So I am going to use a sponge and then maybe a brush to see how it works. I do have tanning cream, so I'm sorry, but yeah, so that's how it works. But you can see, and it's gonna dry down. I don't know if it's dried down yet, but it dries down. I don't think it's gonna dry down too fast where you can't work with it, but it does dry down. So I wouldn't put on both cheeks. I'm doing 2 different colors today, so I wouldn't do that anyway, but I wouldn't do it on both cheeks. I would work on one cheek, blend it out, and then put it on the other cheek, and then blend it out. So let's start with the peach sorbet first. Okay, so again, here is the Huda Beauty. I am going to use my Sigma Beauty soft angled cheek brush. This is from their new collection, it's the F43. I absolutely love this for cream products and for cream blushes or liquid blushes. So I am gonna start very lightly, and I'm gonna start with 2 with this one and then go from there. I might need 3, but I'm gonna start with 2, and I'm also gonna blend it out with the brush, because I just feel like that's just going to be a better application. And I think it's just, I wouldn't want to practice with my fingers because it's going to stain my fingers every single time. But that actually gives a beautiful, and that was 2 dots with the lightest shade. I think with the watermelon pop, I'm only going to need 1 dot. So that is stunning. I love it. And I don't even think, I did set my face already with powder. I don't even think I would need to set my face with powder. I think you could, and especially if you put too much, you could, tone it down a little bit with powder, but like that, it's just stunning. So that is the peach sorbet. And I was going to use a sponge, but I don't think I am. I think I'm just gonna use the brush because I like how it came out with the brush. I tend to use these products, I tend to like using them with a good, cream or liquid brush that works with them. And I think with a sponge, it's going to absorb too much product. Like maybe if you apply too much, then maybe you want to use a sponge, but I don't think I'm going to like it with the sponge. So I'm going to apply it because I really like how this looks. So that's how I'm going to apply it. So I want to get a good comparison of the 2 shades. So this one is, because it's so much darker, I am going to go in with 1 dot to start and then go from there. So it's a good size dot, but I am going to start with 1 and then work out. But you can see how it's really pigmented with only 1 dot. So, but it's a gorgeous shade. And the one thing I think with this is this is gonna last all day. Like this is going to, you could probably layer it with layer it underneath, layer it with a powder blush, but it's going to stain your cheeks. I'm about to go to Disney World for just a quick trip with my son, and I am probably I think I'm taking both of these because it's gonna be a day trip, so I don't need probably both, but I'm definitely gonna take at least 1 of these because in the hot, humid sun, this is gonna last. So this is the watermelon pop, which is the warm brick. Okay, so here we have it. So this is the peach sorbet. And then this is the watermelon pop. So you can see the difference. Again, this one had 2 dots. This one was 1 dot. So, you know, there's enough of a difference here. They're swatches and you can see how they've dried down and it's not coming off, and it's gonna pretty much stain my skin. So I really like these. When these go on sale, I will be picking up a pink shade. Most likely I will be picking up the strawberry cream. That is the dusty rose. So it's like a pink, but it's still warm. The baby pink, I don't think I'm interested in, but I might go into Sephora when it does hit Sephora. Then I might go into Sephora and see if I like it in person. But I think the one I'm interested in picking up and adding to my collection is the strawberry cream. Definitely keeping both of these. But at first I thought the cotton candy was going to be too light. It may not be. I just tend to not wear that type of shade anyway, because it is more cool toned, where these are definitely more warm toned, and I think the strawberry cream is kind of more neutral or warm toned. So very flattering. Actually I should switch them. I am very excited about these. These are $21. They're going on sale, I believe, on June 7th, which is a Friday. And I will definitely picking up at least one more shade. So I think these are great. If you're interested in them, pick up a shade or two. $21 I think is a really great price too. And I think that these, even though they're small, there's not a lot of product, you don't need a lot. So you don't need a lot. I think these are also great for summer because, like I said, it does have a little bit of a staining quality. So if you're outside and you're sweating, then it's probably gonna last. So I am going to probably take one or both of these to my little trip because I will be able to test it out in the hot Florida summer June sun and really kind of test their longevity. But so far I am sold. I highly recommend them. I think they're fantastic, and they're, at least for me, I've never tried anything else like this on the market. So with that, if you like this video, click like, click and subscribe. That way you get a notification every time I post a new video. Bye everyone.